In bodybuilding, there are champions, there are legends, and then there are athletes who change the entire sport. One name stands above the rest in the classic physique era, Chris Bumstead, known to millions simply as Cbum. But behind the trophies, the millions of followers, and the Olympia titles, there is a story of discipline, illness, pressure, and relentless belief. This is the journey of the man who became the face of modern bodybuilding. Chris Bumstead was born on February 2nd, 1995 in Ottawa, Canada. Like many teenagers, he loved sports, basketball, football, hockey, but he wasn't the biggest or the strongest athlete on the field. At the age of 14, Chris stepped into a gym for the first time. At that moment, he didn't know it yet, but that decision would eventually change the entire bodybuilding world. What started as a way to get stronger quickly turned into an obsession with improvement. Chris's life changed when he met Iain Valliere, a professional bodybuilder who later became his coach and brother-in-law. Iain immediately saw something special in Chris, a rare structure. Wide shoulders, small waist, long muscle bellies. A body that looked like it came straight out of the golden era of bodybuilding. Instead of chasing massive size, Chris focused on aesthetics, and that path led him to the Classic Physique division. Chris entered bodybuilding competitions in his late teens. His physique stood out instantly. In 2016, at just 21 years old, Chris Bumstead earned his IFBB Pro card. It was the beginning of a new era. But the road to greatness would not be easy. Chris qualified for the Mr. Olympia in 2017, the biggest stage in bodybuilding. In his very first Olympia appearance, he placed second, an incredible result, but not the victory he dreamed of. In 2018, he returned stronger. Again, the result was the same. Second place, twice the runner-up, twice so close to greatness. Many athletes break under that pressure, but Chris used it as fuel. While fans admired his physique, Chris was quietly fighting a serious health condition. He was diagnosed with IgA Nephropathy, a kidney disease that can affect energy levels, recovery, and long-term health. Many athletes would have stepped away, but Chris refused to quit. Instead, he learned how to train smarter, manage his health, and continue chasing the dream. In 2019, everything changed. Chris stepped onto the Olympia stage, bigger, sharper, and more confident than ever before. That night, the judges made it official. Chris Bumstead became Classic Physique Mr. Olympia champion, and once he reached the top, he never let go. He went on to win Mr. Olympia Classic Physique Champion 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 6 consecutive Olympia victories, an achievement that turned Chris Bumstead into the most dominant classic physique champion in history. Chris Bumstead became much more than a competitor. He became one of the biggest fitness creators on YouTube, a successful entrepreneur, a role model for millions of athletes. He built businesses like Raw Nutrition and Bum Energy, expanding his influence far beyond bodybuilding. Millions follow him not just for his physique, but for his honesty, humility, and mindset. Chris is married to Courtney King, a former Bikini Olympia champion. Together, they represent a balanced lifestyle focused on health, family, and longevity in fitness. By 2026, Chris Bumstead is widely considered the greatest classic physique bodybuilder ever. The athlete who defined the modern era of aesthetics. One of the most influential figures in fitness history. Whether he continues competing or eventually retires, his impact on bodybuilding is already permanent. Chris Bumstead didn't become great overnight. He became great because he stayed disciplined when things were hard, because he kept going when his health challenged him, because he believed in the process when others doubted him. From a skinny Canadian teenager to the king of classic physique. This is more than bodybuilding. This is the legacy of Chris Bumstead.